All right, everybody, what is going on? We have a producer's letter here in Dokkan. Now, I'm pretty late getting to this. I'm like, I don't know, 4 hours late getting to this or something. But, I was just, I was recording some other videos and I figured I would just get to this when I got to it. But yeah, here we go. November letter from the producers introducing Dragon Ball Z Dragon Ball Fighters, Fighters collaboration special campaign scheduled to be held simultaneously worldwide. Don't miss out on the latest info. So, last night, basically 24 hours ago or so, we got the teaser that Android 21 was going to be the next. I think it was last night, right? Or was it whenever. But we got info yesterday that, or I think it was yesterday, maybe it is by the time this video comes out, that Android 21 was going to be the next Dokkan Fest on JP. And tonight, the Global Dokkan Twitter put out the producer's letter that says, hey, guess what? It's going to be a simultaneous worldwide celebration. So if you're a big Fighters fan, or a fight. Does anybody call it Fighter Z? We'll just call it Fighters. But if you're a big Fighters fan, they're announcing that rollback soon, right? So maybe they got some more stuff planned here coming for Fighters. So good to see. It's like these games like to do collaborations. We started noticing this with like Kakarot, right? Like Kakarot would get DLC announced, and Dokkan and Legends would like do stuff for it. So with Dokkan and well, I guess not Legends right now because Legends is, and they're in the middle of like basically their equivalent of Worldwide, right? They're doing the you guys know what it is if you're anyway. They're doing their big celebration, so they're probably not going to have any collaboration with this. But didn't they do like a Fighters celebration earlier in the year? I don't remember, but regardless, where there's smoke, there's fire. So if you're a big Fighters fan, maybe there's stuff coming out for that soon other than the rollback. We'll see. This is the operation team of the international version of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Are you enjoying the ongoing Super Dragon Ball Heroes crossover special campaign? Are you guys? Let me know. Let me know if you are. I think it was pretty good. You can get Dragon Stones to recruit Elder Kais from the ongoing login bonus and missions. Grab this chance to recruit strengthened Super Dragon Ball Heroes characters, and now this month's producer letter. Yeah, definitely they nailed the Heroes characters this year. That's really nice. Info on a campaign. The Fighters collaboration special campaign is scheduled to start at the end of this month. Probably, let's see, today's the 28th. Well, it's about to be the 29th. Literally a minute it's going to kick over for me. So maybe tonight or tomorrow we should get the teasers from Twitter, and then the night after that, we'll get the data download. Then they should be in game. What is today? Today is Monday, so maybe they'll be in game like Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. We'll see. Remember, guys, once the data download hits, that's whenever we know when the units are coming for sure. Because then we can just go on Dokkan Info and we have like the timers, right? So, yeah, anyway. So we'll see. Again, wait for the data download to hit. Once that hits, then we'll know. Android 21 will show up. New Android 21 normal. Really? Dude, people are clowning on this so hard, and rightfully so. Oh, from Dragon Ball Fighter Z will show up in the Dokkan Festival on 11. Oh, well, there we go. 11/29, 20. Right there. November 29th. So yeah, probably tonight we should get the teasers. That's actually really quick. That's crazy. We could already show you her illustration. So there we go. Interpret those like 8 pixels on your screen. Her card arts. I mean, we can kind of see it, right? Like we got her hair and then we got her pointing. She's doing like the Vegeta dirty fireworks right there. We got that pose. Android number 21 normal. Possesses a passive skill good for attacks. We'll talk about that in a second. And she can transform into Android 21 transformed good by launching the active skill when conditions are met. After transformation, she becomes a very powerful character who also possesses excellent defensive skills such as HP recovery. Now, let's take a second here. Possesses a passive skill good for attacks. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but all of the, I'm just going to call them random celebrations throughout the year. Super Trunks, Kale, Super 17, Gohan and Piccolo, I'm sure I'm forgetting one. Those units have been pretty mid. Like if we're being real, let's sit down and think about it. Those units. Oh, Turles, right? Turles was this year. No good. All those units are pretty bad. Like all things considered, they are definitely not up to the standard that we want to see from these Dokkan Festival units. So whenever I see a character who possesses a passive skill good for attacks, immediately, and then it's like, oh, she transforms and she's very good. What this tells me is this probably is going to be another like you just get to turn 5 and they're amazing. They suck. Like Super Trunks, he is trash for like 5 turns out of the fight, but you make it there and he is a god. He's gonna win you the fight if he doesn't lose it for you beforehand. That's the vibes I immediately get from this. Again, we gotta wait until details come out. At the time I'm recording this, details haven't dropped. Um, but this is to me this is not a very good sign. It sounds great once she transforms. Defensive skills, HP recovery. Ooh, that's tasty. We love to see that. But passive skill good for attacks. What this immediately tells me is that she's probably going to have like performs an additional attack that has a 70 that has a great chance of being a super attack, right? Like she's probably going to have some trash like that. And then she's gonna, on turn 5, you'll be able to use this very powerful active skill and transformation. Ooh. Listen, I'm not optimistic. I'm sorry. It's the same thing as like the heroes units. Like, again, please prove me wrong, Dokkan. Show me that you can release a random celebration unit and make them consistently good. But up to this point this year, you have not shown me your ability to do that. You guys love just dropping Super Trunks and going, listen, guys, just survive until the boss has 3% HP left and he's the best unit in the game. I'm tired of those units. And some of these units aren't even like that. Like Kale is just not like that. Like she's just bad now. Even if we got a Caulifla, it still wouldn't, like, it might help her a little bit, but the AoE fights, like Fusion Zamasu is still going to shred her. And even if we get one Caulifla, I still don't want to run Kale's team. At least at that point, maybe you could run like God Goku's team and you could run her on there and have some success, just like as a standalone unit. But again, you got to like make sure your rotations are good because you need them together. And it's like, the game just loves to put like Kale, they'll put Kale in like slot 7 and then they'll put Caulifla in slot 6. And it's like, oh, good, I can get them together on turn 5. Thanks, thank you, Dokkan. Very cool. So, that's the type of shenanigans they love to pull. And then, it's like Trunks is bad. Turles is just horrendous for a villain. Also, this isn't a villain unit. Maybe she'll have big bad bosses because the current card we have of her has it, but I wouldn't count on it because they love just doing freaky doo-doo butter supreme crap with these units. But we'll see. Again, I would love to be proven wrong. Please. I hope whenever the details come out, I see her passive and I start doing those calcs and I start going, But I just have this bad feeling that in base, she's going to be a huge liability, slot 2, trash, generic unit that is just very niche on teams. But again, we'll see. Speaking of teams, I have Fusion Zamasu pulled up right here. But let me go ahead and pull up Android 21. If I just type in 21, she should come up, right? Yeah, so like right here, so this is like the teams that she'll have. And this is probably going to be your link set, except for this will be Shattering the Limit. But, for the most part, this should be her link set. Also, I would expect this unit to Easy A. We're taking a small detour here from the producer's letter, but again, I would expect this to be pretty much her exact link set, but this will be like Fierce Battle instead. But yeah, these will be like basically her categories. So androids, Peppy Gals, transformation boost, Majin Power, Battle of Wits, power absorption, crossover. We gotta kind of hope that she's kind of built around the crossover team because listen, androids, I don't want to run androids. Peppy Gals, don't want to run Peppy Gals. Transformation boost could be okay. She has a pretty decent link set for transformation boost, so we could do something with that. Same thing with Majin Power. I wouldn't be surprised if Super Boo finally gets his 200% leader skill with her, one way or another, maybe between Majin Power, Power Absorption, something like that, transformation boost. Like, you can definitely get a 200% leader skill for Majin, for, Super Boo out of her, so we'll see. Battle of Wits is not really a team at the moment, but it has some good characters on it. She does have, like, Brainiacs, which will be good with, like, Bulma. Battlefield Diva, good with Bulma. So we'll see. and then crossover. I think this will pretty much be her link set, right? Like I don't think she'll get anything new, unless they give her like final trump card or something like that, right? Like they just throw something on her. Um, but we'll see. We got to remember that they fumbled this girl's EZA, so like no matter what, she's just going to be trash probably. And then her best linking partners are just going to be like other Android units probably. But again, if they make her good for the crossover team, like Modified Janemba here, he's a real guy. Like this, they share Metamorphosis, Big Bad Bosses, Shattering the Limit, Shocking Speed, or I'm sorry, ignore Shattering the Limit because this will be Fierce Battle, but they share some pretty good links right here. So if they just give her the same link set as this, but Fierce Battle instead, and they make her kind of built around the crossover team, crossover just got a bunch of really good units. So I'm just saying, that could be really good for her, but we'll see. Again, I would love for her to introduce, like, maybe her leader skill could be like, because it needs to be 3. So maybe it could be like, I don't know, Majin Power, crossover, and regeneration. Like make that her leader skill and give the extra 30% to like transformation boost and like, I don't know, power absorption or something. I don't know. But she needs to have a 3 category leader skill for sure. I'd love for her to introduce like the regeneration category. I think that would be really good. That's something that we've been wanting in Dokkan for a long time, and I think it would end up being like a pretty good team. You get characters like Modified Janemba on it, you get your Boo characters on it, your Cell characters on it, your Zamasu characters on it, and if you get enough supports going around on there, you could probably make a pretty competent team out of it, and it would be another team that you could use like Fusion Zamasu on, so that'd be good. But we'll see. These are her current 200% leaders. As you can see, I mean, she'll introduce a new one, right? So essentially, whenever this new one comes into the game, she'll have 1 team, maybe 2. Because AGL Cell and this STR Carnival Goku, these are not teams. Like, these are not real teams right now. So maybe she'll have 2 teams, depending on how good hers is, and if you want to run 2 of her. But I don't really like running 2 of this Rosé. You can make it work, but already this Android 21 is at a disadvantage. I mean, entering this game, right? Like, they're going to have to do something crazy with her leader skill to make her team worth running. And then they got to make her good enough that, like, running 2 of them isn't a detriment to your team. So that's kind of where we're at the moment. But we'll see. Hopefully they make this girl busted on her EZA. I assume they're going to EZA her for this celebration. We've been waiting on it for years now. I mean, she's a blank slate. All she's got is this support. Just make her like 70% chance to dodge, 50% support. I think we're pretty good. Give her like defense here, and we're cooking. Give her some defense here, give her some dodge here, give her some defense here. That's what we want out of support units, right? It's just dodging supports or damage reduction supports, slot 1 supports. But we'll see. They should link as well because she'll start out as Android 21 normal. Like this will be her like normal state before she transforms. So this support will probably be her best linking partner. So we're gonna need them to make this girl. We're gonna need this girl to be good. Like this free to play EZA, assuming that they EZA her. We're gonna need her to be good because she's gonna be the best linking partner for her. So we'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, let's go back to the producer's letter. That's enough talking about her a little bit. We'll see. Plus, we're preparing 2 new challenge events featuring characters from the Dragon Ball Fighters. So we got this like zombie clone fight thing. Haven't they done something with this already? Like these assets are in the game. I forgot what they're for, but like these assets are in the game right now. And then ambition of the new android, clear each phase to obtain rewards. That's good. That does tell me that however this fight is built, Android 21 will be based around this fight. Dokkan has been doing this recently, if you haven't noticed, for some of these characters and for all the major celebration units for the most part, is they have been introducing fights to, like, feature these new characters that they're releasing. That way it's like, oh, you want to beat this new thing? Go get this new character, and then, you can beat it. And, like, they're giving them purpose, right? For some, it's better than others. Like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku gets the Omega Shinron Birth of the Shadow Dragons event. The 8th anniversaries get the Sin Shinron fight. The 7th anniversary units get Red Zone. It's like, you guys kind of see it, right? Worldwide Download Celebration got, the Metal Cooler Army Red Zone. We got the Future Saga Red Zone. So the superhero units got they got the Red Ribbon Army Red Zone. So Goku, the stupid Spirit Bomb Goku during the Turles movie celebration, got the Cybermen event. So this is just stuff that they're doing now, where it's like, okay, hey, we're releasing a new unit. Here's a new event to use them in. Summon for the new unit, and you're gonna have an easier time beating this, right? So this is nice though. New events are always fun. I love it. So that's fine. Hopefully this is permanent. They wouldn't dare make this temporary, would they? Would they? Would they? Okay, and then we're going to get this new login unit. So Android 18 linked state will show up. New Android 18 linked state. We're just really getting all the named characters. 21 normal, 21 transformed good, and Android 18 linked state can be recruited upon first login. She can also be recruited by completing the crossover special missions during the event period, so grab the chance to strengthen her. We'll see how good she is. Hopefully she's like a support. Excuse me, and not just like a throwaway celebration unit. But we'll see. I don't know how many other Android 18 linked states we're going to get during the lifetime of the game, but we'll see. And then login bonuses are available, starting on the 19th, so... not only let you recruit 18 upon first login, but give you 14 Dragon Stones. I mean, that's cool. We like that. And then the growth system of the pixel character will be revamped. After the growth period ends, rewards can be obtained based on the level that the pixel character has been raised to. Growth system will be revamped on December 4th. By meeting conditions necessary for growth, the character will develop and you will get rewards based on the level the character has been raised to. There will also be missions related to improvements, so check them out. JP already has this, I believe. So I think at the end of this month, we'll know how the reward system works. So by the time this is implemented on global, we'll know how good this is. But again, free rewards for just playing the game is always good, so we'll take that. And that is all for this month's producer letter. We hope you continue to enjoy playing Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Well, there we go. I'm just going to refresh Twitter real quick to make sure we haven't gotten any information. It doesn't look like it. So... again, we'll see what ends up happening here. Let me know if you guys are excited about this producer's letter right here. Yeah, people are like, oh, no, same time. I've seen some speculation about, like, oh, maybe, like, because probably Global was supposed to get, like, the Super Trunks celebration here, or, like, in theory, this is where we should have gotten it. So it's like, oh, we're not getting Super Trunks. Is anybody upset that we're not getting Super Trunks? Raise your hands if you're, in tears because we haven't gotten Super Trunks or Gohan and Piccolo. Let me know. Let me know if you're just, broken up, crying. Let me know. Let me know how you're feeling about not getting Super Trunks. It doesn't seem like anybody down here is really too upset. We're just happy that we're moving towards the sync. Everybody's like, oh, I spent it all on heroes. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to make a bold prediction. But I'm just going to say that this guy going to be better and more valuable to you than Android 21. I'm just going to throw that out there now. I could be completely wrong. Android 21 could come out, lead an insane team, be like the best unit in the game. But I'm just going to make a prediction now that summoning for this guy is going to be more worth your stones. But we will see. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you're excited for Android 21. Sorry I'm getting this video out a little bit late, but, I figured I would just... get my normal videos recorded and then give this time to settle, see how the Dokkan community was feeling about it. I ran a poll on my channel. We can check that out real quick. All right, so as of this video, we have 100 votes in the poll. So, I just said, are you excited for the new Android 21 Dokkan Festival exclusive same-time release? You guys get the point. But just asking to see if people were excited. So far, we only, 3 hours. This isn't too long, but we have 100 votes here, and we got, it's about 50-50. The majority being yes, they are excited. So I know the comments down here were just kind of like, Goobs here is very excited, and what is this? Zydra Bobbity? What? Sorry, listen, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that one. They would have preferred the Dokkan Fest have been Baby to help Omega, which I definitely understand the sentiment. I believe in my comment, I basically said like, yeah, you see, I want a Baby too, but Dokkan has kind of shown that these random celebration Dokkan Fest have not been very consistent or very good. So I would much rather he be in like Golden Week or New Year's or something like that, so that he would have like a better chance at being good. It's like we definitely need a Dokkan Fest baby, but I would prefer that he's in a celebration where he has like more care and more thought put into him. That's not to say like these bigger celebration units can't be fumbled, but if we look at Merge Zamasu and Piccolo Jr., the two major villains that released during a major celebration, versus Turles, who released on his own, and Super 17, who released on their own, you kind of start going, and like the three best URs of the year were released Saiyan Day and Golden Week, and they're still just like sitting there at the top, and Vegeto's kind of squeezed his way in at Super Dragon Ball Heroes Celebration. It's kind of like, these special celebration units are tending to be a little bit better. That does kind of beg the question is, are they considering this fighter celebration a special celebration? And maybe she's actually going to be good. So we'll see. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you're excited. Go vote in my poll. Go let me know. And I'll catch you guys next time.